I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land.
Anytime now.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back in Oblivion Remastered. Character Eldumer, the High Elf. Now, and we wish to invest in luck, in personality and in speed. We've reached level 31. As you can see in one of my previous videos, I will link it down below. We've performed special magical ritual in which we attained higher levels of Magicka pool, 2888. There is 550 health and 385 fatigue. Our class, Magical Artisian, has these major skills. I would separate them to three categories. First is Acrobatics and Athletics. As you can see, we are running quite fast and we may jump very far. And in battle it's nearly invaluable. And we also, of course, receive much less fall damage. So that enables you much better movement. Then there is Blade. Yes, we are using blades in this playthrough. That second category, and the third is Magic. And I mean all magic. Simply all. That's easiest. I won't take... I value your time, so just magic, all magic. As you can see, we've maxed out, except only mysticism, we are working on it. And then there is alchemy and restoration. We also maxed out already mercantile. It's quite easy when you get your hands on some money. And some money you get your hands on when you are able to get the loot out of the cave or anywhere else you are. So then there are, because we are mostly the mage, it's very important spells we use. Very important spell I use most of the game is this type of spell. It's feather spell. It increases our carrying capacity. I now use, of course, the strongest one I'm able to use. That means the strongest at all I have found. And it gives us 250 for 360 seconds, so for a very long time. We can carry much more. In our case now it's 827 capacity. But while leveling, first prioritized our intelligence and endurance, because Magicka and health, and in occasion we also invested in strength and willpower. All of it is now maxed, as you can see. So far we've managed to join the Blades, of course, because of the main quest. We have finally finished the recommendation quests for Mage's Guild, so it's finally the Arcane University that's ahead of us. I'm very curious about it. And we also managed to join Fighters Guild, but that is much easier. So we have been here for 54 days. We've managed to complete 29 quests and 20 nearly we have active. Skill increase is massive. but we have trained much less than we would like to. Yes. Then the spells, that's most important. So what spells do we use? Summon Drango Lord, that's my custom spell. It's Summon Dremora Lord, simply, there it is, for 66 seconds, for 207 mana. I much more use this one, or sometimes the Faded Long, Faded Raid, but it's very frowned upon, because they are undead. So I shouldn't do that in the city. I sometimes use Atronax, but mostly outdoors because, well, they are big. And in the narrow corridors underground, they are sometimes, well, not very useful. You of course use Unlock, the strongest one, Open Max, that's our custom spell. There it is. So that's another of our custom spells that's very useful to create. Of course, you must, for this one, attain Total Mastery 100 in Alternation, but then you can open very hard locks, 99 BTS, so almost everything you can open. Then there is Electrocushion, that's classical. There we have it. It's origin spell, I didn't create it, so you can find it normally. Then there is Greater Soul Trap, that's also classical. Touch of Death, that one is mine. There we go. It's for 252 mana. It's one of the more costly spell, but so it is weakness, that's actually quite cheap in this spell. Weakness to Frost, Fire and Shock, and to Magicka for 9 seconds, for Elements for 6 seconds, and then there is damage. Shock damage, Frost damage, Fire damage, Drain Health, and Damage Health. Damage health, fire and elemental damage is 50 PTS for 2 seconds, and drain health is 100 for 3 seconds. That's our specialty, and I must say this spell destroys everything. If not in 2 touches, this spell is brutal, but also you must have 100 in destruction. Next spell, Grand Defense, that's one of alternation magic, once again, and it's simply shield on self 100 for 60 seconds. Let me show you. 85, I believe that is the max. I tried different builds with more armor, and I also always got maximally to 85, so I believe that's maximum. Always the second is for the more brutal and damaging. Let's go, for example, on this one. And as you can see, they simply disappear. Then there is Grand Healing, it's our custom spell, and it's simply 100 for 2 seconds. It costs 145, but you also must have maxed out Restoration. Mostly you can find the original spells, but they have a lower PTS, but they are for longer duration. I understand that, but this is more battle useful, I would say. And then there is Invisibility spell, Shadow Shape, that's original. I'm still learning Illusion. So we are playing on Expert difficulty. guard while the ogre.